historias de las que me gustan a mí, porque no puedo jugar Poppy Playtime ni ese otro tipo de juegos. Hay gente fuera. Fotogramas perdidos, ya empezó. Si es interesante, lo voy a pasar a YouTube. No veo. Ojalá que no sea complejo. Del 2020.
Skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Ware will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
Change my clothes and wash my hands.
Muy fuerte para mí.
Does the well go down below?
Estoy enfermo.
Let me breathe and I'll let you go.
¿Quién se murió?
I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Bueno, un sujeto que murió alguien, ojalá no sea el hijo, porque sería muy gore, pero son weas que pueden pasar también. No me voy a negar a ver que se me vaya a apagar el computador, que tengo un solo cargador para tantos cables, weón. Me recuerda a Alan Wake.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here. This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Yo pensé que iba a estar en español.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big. You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
Uno pensaría tantas cosas. Normas de casa. No sé si estará prohibido.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it. I used to love looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
¿Qué tal? Tanto
Why
tiempo,
can't
yo
the
soy
real
tu
world
tecta.
be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Recién empecé a jugar esta wea. Chucha,
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Supuestamente un juego de terror. Iba a un funeral y empecé a recordar.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
Ah, ya, pero igual gracias por pasar. Gracias por pasar, eso es lo importante. Aquello joven, tu taita.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam,
Poner la novia al otro
what are you
weón.
doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
Ah, no, este otro weón.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
Ah, está bien, está bien. Más rato ya chatting, ahí vamos a conversar un
You look
rato.
like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring.
Lo mandaron a la mierda. Le hicieron un Auronplay, weón.
You should know that. We've discussed it before.
Cagó. Pero este es el personaje ahora mismo. No me di cuenta, weón.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that.
Te mandó a la
Lost in my
mierda.
head again. How much time did I miss?
Pero no sé cómo correr, pues, weón.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Puta, pero quiero correr, pues, weón.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around.
¿Cuál de
Giving
todas?
up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right.
No tengo
But it's been
crash.
2 years. It's time to face the world.
No puedo
Time
decir
to
esta
adult.
Lucky. No sé. Tienen que recomendarme alguna
The
streamer.
good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Volveré a ver a Insacto por el arrastrado. Pero bueno, volviendo, este weón. Alguien se murió y no alcanzó a ir al funeral. No sé quién podrá ser.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Efectivamente. Mi garganta, concha. No he visto a Nisacter hace meses, weón. Me duele la garganta, concha de tu madre. Pero vamos a ver qué se logra. Hay que embriagarse nomás, pues, weón. Hacer la vida. Si no tenés que ir a trabajar mañana, embriágate. Un niño. La hija. Qué mierda. Qué buen hijo.
Yuli, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Qué raro que se sienten así. Creo entender.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
¿Qué?
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
¿Qué es esa weá?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
¿Qué hago? ¿La involucro o lo investigo? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Lo involucro o lo investigo? Lo investigo.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there, too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do.
Tenía que haber sido un poco más grande.
See you inside.
Tendría que haber sido un poco más grande la niña. Un poco más adolescente para tener ese pensamiento. ¿Tiene alucinaciones? Por eso ve al weón. Vamos.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later. Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara. Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by.
Ya, entramos nada más. ¿Qué está pasando?
Same old town, same old bar. The more things change.
Yeah? Yeah? Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs. 2 long years since we last saw each other. You're very late, you know. You completely missed the funeral.
I'm here for Nick's wake, at least.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times... Still not a fan of being touched?
Me despediste, pues, weón.
Is anyone?
We're big huggers out here. Big huggers. You've never understood that. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
La
No,
pregunta,
why?
weón.
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Here we go.
Ay, vamos a ver. Espera. Ah, estarán ahí.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires. Would that mean you couldn't leave town? And you are leaving town right after this, right?
Pelea, tiro.
Just really embracing those hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen. Get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs.
¿Por qué no?
Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey,
Okay.
careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
No, no sabía.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
¿Y por qué se la llevó?
No more than 3,000 milligrams.
I thought it was 4,000.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to know.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
It's damaging in the long term.
Daddy, 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 open your eyes and wake up. The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love.
Te mandaron a la mierda.
Got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how much
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town, all right?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Sí, igual que yo, weón. No sabía que uno ponía fotos, weón. Quería que me daba.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. Happier times.
A ver.
Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then. Those two were a great team. Look at us. I wonder who took that picture.
No sé.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Well, Dennis, I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way.
Ah, chucha.
Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Me hacen una broma, me cago.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
cosas que tienen que pasar.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying
No creo que...
here.
No, no voy. No. No. No.
That's the guy who got the So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
¿Será que este weón con el reportaje hizo que cerraran la mina? Y al cerrar la mina...
I didn't know you read Dickens, Ethan.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and
Not
still
really.
can't afford another
You just quoted
employee.
him a couple of times, and I thought it sounded good.
Then you should read Great Expectations.
So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about it?
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
Como la juega.
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
Me voy. Si este weón hizo algo.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
Ya me voy. Tengo que ir a hablar con...
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Ya tengo que ir a hablar con ella, weón.
Anna?
Sam!
¿Qué culpa tienes?
I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
I won't lie, it really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds? The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers and long memories. But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It doesn't make it easier, though.
It's gotta make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Se metió con el amigo.
But you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something.
Qué
You two had been so
maricona,
close.
eso no se hace. Hay códigos.
Probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now, this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always...
Yo me voy.
I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right
Después que
now.
me cagaste con mi amigo.
I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Ahora sí, guy, weón.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go. Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things. He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Te cagó con tu amigo, weón. Las mujeres no tienen código.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
No puedo hablar.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear
Whatever.
Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan could lose
I
his
wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. You guys are all so stupid!
You do not
Debería
talk
ser
to
un
people
poquito
that way.
más grande. Como Ellie, de Last of Us.
I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Son weas que pasan. Ah, de inmediato. ¿No está tomando medicamentos este weón?
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh? Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
No me veo, weón.
Checkout was at 9.
Pero que estoy ebrio.
Sir, we need the room.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay, okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9?
Sale a las 12, weón.
What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That
¿Qué tal?
was not my best idea.
No, este se llama Twin Mirror.
Did I black out or what?
Twin Mirror.
Ugh, I can't.
Come on,
I can't
güey.
think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up. God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. I already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt? I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel. If my jacket's here, my shirt can't be far. Even sober, I'd never put my shirt back in the bag. Oh, my head. How many of these did I take?
¿Dónde estará la camisa, weón?
Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed.
Oh, mi garganta, weón.
Late for checkout. They can wait a bit more.
No encuentro la camisa, weón. En un cajón, no, ni cagando. Acá.
Please let there be water. No water, of course.
Y la camisa puede estar afuera. No, no puedo salir. Ahí está. ¿Con blood? ¿Con sangre? Sí, indaguemos con el personaje. Se murió el amigo, va a un pueblo.
That's not good. That's... Where did I get this? What did I do?
Acá están los recuerdos. Recién la empecé. El sujeto vive en un pueblo, hace un reportaje sobre la mina, cierra la mina, todos los mineros se cansan del trabajo, se va. La novia la engaña con el amigo está muerto.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus. Find the way to calm down.
Puta la weá, no puedo pasar.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself. Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Puta fue casualidad esa weá. Derecho, derecho, derecho. Derecho, ahí está. Ahí algo se ve. ¡No!
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
No, igual me cuesta. ¡No! Puta la weá. Me cuesta moverlo.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Quieto. Ya, tranquilo.
Samuel, focus. Focus on anything other than the fear.
Esa es como una visión que tiene, como si fuera el mismo que le hablara. Fue a ver a su amigo que murió. Todos lo desprecian.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there.
¿Cuál elijo?
Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. Far, as fast as I can. Hide. It's never happened. Going on. If I run, I'll keep running. Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers.
Oh, no alcanzo como a contar bien la historia. Ese es como el otro yo.
I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective. There's too many questions about last night. All the obvious answers are bad, but worth knowing. Not all answers are worth knowing. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Es como una parte de él, es como un otro en la mina, toda la gente se quedó sin trabajo, tenía una novia, la novia la mandó a la mierda, se metió con el amigo, se murió el amigo, este weón va al pueblo a ver al velorio y se va a un bar, se pone a tomar y despierta. Y ese otro
The
yo
more
no
things
sé qué.
change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
¿Viste? No está. Ah, los productos de limpieza, a ver qué habrá hecho. No, solamente...
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened. I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass?
Algo rompió ahí.
Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick. It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Este weón tomó tanto que...
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that? These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
Yeah. Mi garganta. Algo pasó acá. Oh, no puedo. ¿Qué me falta? ¿Qué me falta? ¿Hay alguna weá? Ah.
Chasing and being chased by ghosts.
Hubo una pelea, eso estamos claros. Pero algo me falta.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Ya. ¿Qué me falta? Acá está. Alcohol seco. Pero ¿cómo resuelvo la weá? ¿Cómo mezclo las pistas? Ah, acá está.
What knocked this clock off the pillar? It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
Como acá no peleó nadie. Me faltan pruebas. Una cerveza tan solo. Acá estaba tomando yo. Ajá. ¿Qué me falta, weón?
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Tarjeta.
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
Examinar más que me falta. La tarjeta. Las botellas. La cerveza. ¿Qué me falta?
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
¿Qué me falta? Esta a mí me está dando sueño. Tox en vez de Vox. Antes, después, ¿qué pasó? No, no se puede hacer nada ahí. A ver. Arriba no hay nada. Voy a quedarme pegado. A ver. Ya, ahora tengo que... Yo tampoco nunca lo jugué. Afuera no, es que no puedo salir. Puta, ¿qué me falta, man? Porque no puedo entrar al baño, no puedo hacer ni una weá. Veamos acá, si hay algo. Ahí hay algo.
The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on.
Ahí no puedo hacer nada, solamente me indica. Ahí también me indica que hay alcohol. No se puede mirar. Ah, acá hay.
Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked.
Ahí está.
DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through. At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through, find out what really happened. My memory ends here, but there's two glasses. Who was here with me?
Ahí empezó, pero ahí estaba tomando.
I was drinking on my own. and someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it. Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Ahí está el reloj. No, no, no lo pesca.
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it. Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Acá.
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
La pulsera, la tarjeta.
Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few. That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
El viejo no.
The pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few. This doesn't fit with the thing I found.
¿Cómo que no?
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last. I have the complete picture now.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex.
Oh.
And who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch?
¿Por qué tiene sangre? Ah, no, le pegó al otro.
Don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at... Damn!
Ay, no se acuerda.
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night. You trashed up his bar and then broke in.
Me voy, me quedo.
Time to leave if you're leaving. I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
Alicón que arranca sirve para otra batalla. Está lento, pero está entretenido igual. Yo me voy después, weón.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? Ask around, see if anyone's seen Dennis today. Maybe see if anything jogs my memory. I've heard worse plans. Basswood's small. If Dennis came through Main Street, someone saw him.
Me gusta el modo zombie, pero acá hay que disparar siempre. Era.
Yo, get out the way.
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Fuck you.
That's enough.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
No me pescan, Julián.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Honestly, I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl. I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys. But you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
You really don't need to say things like that.
But it's true. The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover. But I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
Diabetes tipo 2 yo tengo.
A pill pusher who doesn't want to push pills. That's a new one.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
What do you want from him?
I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll think about it.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Diploma, para que los clientes se queden tranquilos. Depresión siempre es bueno. Diabetes tipo 2 es la que yo tengo. Sobrepeso, sí. Poca actividad física, sí. Historial familiar, sí. Edúcate. Diabetes, contrólala. No dejes que te controle. Bueno.
Miner's Day always ends up exactly the same. Relaxing in its constancy.
Franco de caramelo.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why?
La mató.
You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? Oh, sorry, I missed that. You could both use the thumping. But I left early to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter. And I feel like I'm losing her.
Es que está grande,
I gotta
perdió el
go.
papá.
If
¿Qué
boss
más
sees
querés?
me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help.
Esta vieja es gol.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your condition?
I have a condition.
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood.
Why not ask the pharmacist?
And let him know I might have something like that? Ew, he's basically a stranger.
Look, have you seen Dennis?
I saw him yesterday. We exchanged pleasantries. At the wake? Oh, I saw you too. Given his condition yesterday, he might have come in here. You walloped him. Why not ask the pharmacist?
Ya le pregunté.
I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Was it?
A mí las letras sí se me dan. Ya me voy.
Reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches.
Son weas que hacemos algunos.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It can get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? Grinds you down and makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Sorry about that. I went off for a spell.
Don't work about it.
Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis. It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
Si hablo poco es que mi garganta me duele. Ahí hay gente, pero hay que preguntar.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me
todavía
again
no se
if I
sabe.
left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
A propósito de la mina.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place? It's like a ghost town sometimes. Except ghosts haven't bothered leaving. Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Un recuerdo.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
Es la hija del amigo.
What if the card comes up again.
You really like to win, humbug.
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well,
Me hubiese gustado que fuese un
good for
poquito
you.
más grande la niña.
Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Ah, voy a emocionar, me voy a emocionar.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but...
Have you seen Dennis since yesterday?
Have you not learned to not interrupt people when they're talking, Sam?
I don't have time for small talk today.
As rude as ever. I haven't seen Dennis. You have a nice day.
¿Y para qué te enojas?
The cost. Right, so the overhead would
You seem real
be,
engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. Or trying to.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
I didn't think I'd see the day where you'd consider a franchise contract.
Ha! Only the day God calls for me. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other. Every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
I'll talk to you later. Good luck with your books.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Hey man, thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh right, you're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet, there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Good to see someone finally knows how to take care of a plant. It's basic, yet so many people manage to mess it up.
Ya me voy de acá.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
El papá de la novia. Que quedó sin,
Joe.
bueno, de la ex novia.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Oh.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. Boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I can just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man's sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
Ella se fue con mi amigo.
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight. Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. I heard you asking about my dad last night.
Well, I guess I wasn't very subtle, was I?
No, you were not. Did you find out anything about my dad?
Not yet.
El amigo.
Not really, at least.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't... I don't know. I don't see this place or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well, that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
¿Quién es Ana? La ex. Ni cagando voy a verla, pero... Creo que es la novia. Bueno, la ex. Porque se fue con el amigo. Pero el amigo ya tenía a esta niña.
Sam, I didn't think you'd actually show up.
I didn't think I would either. But hey, sometimes we surprise ourselves.
So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
I was so wasted at that point, it's all just a big, heavy blur.
Yeah. After saying I didn't want to drink, I went home and drank. Long night.
Yeah, sounds about right. We all deal with stress in our own ways. I apparently hit Dennis. Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can
La
always
camisa
tell.
con sangre. No le cuentes.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in.
She might slow me down. Or try to involve the cops.
She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help.
No, me cagó que voy a andar confiando. Lo oculto si me cagó.
I just want to apologize to him for what happened yesterday.
Well, he's probably working at the Basswood Jungle. He's there most weekends.
Thank you. I'll check that out.
Ni cagando le cuento.
We're not gonna have coffee? Okay. Bye then.
At least the Basswood Jungle is still standing. Locked. I should check the back.
My. Look what we got here. Showing your face in town again. I thought you were smarter than that. But I'm glad we ran into you. We have unfinished business after all.
Joel,
Pero
look.
3 contra... Ah, chucha,
I
pero 3
don't want to
contra
have
1
this
no.
conversation again. We clear?
Nice sucker punch.
Got some bite. Well now, seems you want a beating. I can oblige.
Declan's right down the street.
This is a small town. There's not enough room for you in it.
Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it. Where is Dennis? He should be in here. Dennis. Dennis. What happened? Who? Is that how I got blood on me? Did I? Do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem. Keep going. You got this. Sam, no. Don't think about that. Focus on me, Sam. Dennis is a distraction. Keep going. You got this. Keep going. You got this. Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it. this is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Sam, keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
Pistola.
Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful. The chair is pretty far away from the desk. But I don't... The chair is pretty far away from the desk. But I don't think that's important. The chair is pretty far away from the desk. But I don't think that's important. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful. The chair is pretty far away from the desk, but I don't think that's important.
Sí, por acá tiene que haber algo. No lo encuentro.
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? The blood got all over the wall here. But where did the bullet go? The bullet stopped here. Small. Sam, stop it. Come back to reality. But You didn't do anything. Dennis was already dead when you arrived, can't you see? Dennis was shot, and you don't even own a gun. How could you have done it? All you did was move his body, which is how your shirt got stained. Think about it, Sam. Calm down and think. You're right. I can see it. I have the complete picture now.
¿Él se mató? ¿Quién la mató?
The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole. Now, I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis. I need to find out why Dennis was killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start. Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly. They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings. Smart. Someone was watching. Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out. The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead. I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office and check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on. Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around. There's a lot of junk in here, but none of it is useful to me. You didn't deserve this. No one deserves this. Walter always treated us like family. Nick's computer is missing. Took it home to work or stolen? The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. Don't need everyone staring at me. Valid question. Still not sure. They don't even work here anymore. Someone should really clean up this board. If I had the code, I could get in here.
3121.
Four digits. I wonder if that's the new code for the archives. Nope. And with something like 10,000 combinations, I doubt I'll stumble on it. Thanks, Bug. Your obsessive snooping pays off. Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation? Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. What was he looking for?
Dennis. Dennis.
Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something, or someone. Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. What was he looking for? Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big. What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. It's possible Walter missed something. Could be worth checking his office.
La mejor oficina para el jefe.
There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Hopefully his password reminder isn't some esoteric book reference. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place.
Ana Miller.
There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place. Walter was never tech savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office. So strange how calm it is out there when, well, this happened. He loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. Wouldn't be surprised if that was his password. That was just after Anna came on, and we really were a small clan. Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password.
Yeah.
His granddad rock a thing? If so, Walter and Anna are both into it. Costa Rica? Walter's mom gets out more than he does. Bryn never looked happy a day in her life. Been Walter's cat for years. Maybe he set her name as his password. Bryn never looked happy a day in her life. Been Walter's cat for years. Maybe he set her name as his password. That's not it. I have to keep looking. And I'm in. Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter.
Quiero salir de acá, no puedo.
Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried.
Ah, el amigo chocó. Y se quemó.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on. And he always kept his window open. The car really burned, though that's very uncommon in most crashes. So, Walter got the police report from Bess. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him, and his seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do. So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in? Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately. Dennis tried to talk to me about Nick, and that's what got him killed. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know. Changed decade-long habits? I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening? Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna, listen to me. Anna, I did not kill Dennis.
Oh my God, no. It's... How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Person? Sam, you were clearly hiding something when we talked at the cafe. Was it this?
Anna, I didn't kill Dennis, I promise.
Of course, I know that. It's the only reason I'm not running for my life, but why haven't you said anything? At least to me. I wish you trusted me. This...
No.
It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family. They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point. Someone is gonna find him eventually. Involving the police would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own. Efficient and possibly friendless. You already decided not to trust Anna about the shirt back at Christina's. If you don't listen to her now, what will she think of you?
Me voy.
Anna, no. They'll want to interrogate me, and we'll never find out who did this.
What's wrong with you? How could you be so cold?
We can't make him not dead. What we do now will decide if we can find out what really happened. Trust me.
I'm not comfortable with this. But if you insist, we'll just leave him.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
I'm not going with you.
Why not?
Because you don't trust me. You think I didn't already notice back at the cafe? I can't follow you blindly.
Yo tampoco confiaría en ti.
I see, that's fair. I'll keep you in the loop if I find anything.
All right. Be careful.
Yo no le creo, yo la wea. No le creo nada.
You're sure you want to do this? Dennis was murdered, and the report on Nick's crash doesn't sit right with me.
Igual a mí no me convence.
I need to know what really happened to Nick. Suit yourself. Just be careful. This is the place. Nick. I'll get to the bottom of this. First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened.
Al otro lado, al otro lado.
The car went up like kindling. It was pretty intense, judging the damages to the area. The bark got badly burnt. Must be where Nick crashed. Debris from Nick's car. The police didn't clean up very well. Maybe Nick tried to avoid this log. It's a bit far from the road. An animal came through here. Maybe that's what surprised Nick. But the tracks don't reach the road.
Seguía manejando por acá.
A fuel stain. From Nick's car? Was it leaking fuel? Nick took this turn every day. It shouldn't have surprised him.
Por acá vino el auto. ¿Qué pasó? Ah, ya. Por acá vino el auto. Oh, mi garganta. Algo tuvo que sacarlo de acá. Aunque si iba a girar. Giro acá.
The tire tracks clearly show where Nick's car went off the road. No skid marks, no trace of sudden braking. Two of the road signs were torn out. Did Nick's car do that? That's all the information I need. Time to put everything together. The fire shouldn't have been able to spread that far. That piece of wood must be from one of the damaged road signs. The report states Nick was driving under the influence of alcohol. He was startled by an animal. And drove through a road sign before crashing into a tree. Things don't add up. Find out what really happened. Only one simulation fits the evidence. The police report was wrong.
Ah, la empujaron.
This shouldn't hit me so hard. I already suspected. There's a difference between suspecting and knowing. The report is wrong. This was a murder. You gonna call Anna? Tell her what you found? Is that even a good idea? She'll have to know eventually.
Pero no por ti. No.
No, I'd better wait until I have actual proof.
No
Practical
confío
as
en ella.
always. Look, I have her best... Anna? What's the matter?
Can you come over to the house? It's...
What?
There's been a break-in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was with my dad, and when we arrived, everything's a mess.
I'm on my way. Not telling her right now might be for the best. Glad you
No.
agree.
¿Y por qué confiáis en mí después de todo lo que me hiciste? ¿Me llamáis? No me güey. ¿Ya dónde fui? Se me olvidó.
Long days always find ways to get longer.
Sí.
Make sure you're careful. Careful about how you tell Anna about what you just found out.
No lo voy a
It's a
decir.
rough thing. And she was living with the guy. Things are gonna be different in there. She's different. You're different. I think I can handle this. Hopefully. Keep in mind, Sam, no matter how much you want to, you could never go home again. The last time I was here, I was shoving way too many boxes into a trunk that couldn't...
It's fine, Dad. I can handle this.
Someone broke into my daughter's house and you want me to just sit by and wait?
Yes, that is exactly what I want you to do. Don't you have an appointment?
I always have an appointment. I'm at the doctor's more often than I'm home. Sam, talk some
Igual
sense
yo.
with my daughter here.
Nunca.
I'm gonna have to side with Anna on this one. Can't miss appointments.
Just because I'm an old man in a wheelchair, you two think you can push me around.
Dad, I love you. And I love that you want to protect me, but please, it'll be okay. Go to your doctor's appointment. The police will be here soon.
I'm just belly aching. It's your house. Your rules, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Though
Está
before I
Renato.
head off, Sam, you tell me if something was going on, right? Anna's brave and she's strong, but she's also stubborn.
Dad, I told you I can take care of myself.
And I'm old enough to know when things ain't right. You tell me now, Sam. You tell me if my little girl is in danger.
Bien, no.
I can't watch over her anymore, so I need you to keep her safe.
¿Por qué tengo que andarme
Stop
llevando
talking
como-
about me like I'm not here.
Joe, I don't know.
She's all I have left. Promise me you'll protect her. I need your word.
Wow.
heavy. Joe's really laying on the paternal guilt. I can't promise something like that. I don't know what might happen. He just wants to feel like someone is looking out for her. I can't blame him. And what if I can't keep that promise? Then refuse. All I know is I personally couldn't say no to a desperate father. I still can't hide anything from you.
Sam, don't.
I won't lie, Joe. There is something going on. It could be dangerous, but I'll make sure Anna doesn't get mixed up in it.
All right. I'm trusting you on this.
I'm not some kid. I decide what I get mixed up in.
You can't blame me for looking after you.
I just didn't want you to worry. You're both so patronizing.
Ándate a la mierda.
I'm heading inside. See how bad it is.
Te arreglé y todo.
I need to get in there eventually, but maybe I should look around the property first.
De veras que saltaron, po.
It's Bugs. She probably brought it over one time when she came with Nick. It was great to come back from work, sit down, and read until the sun went down.
Hasta que te cagó con tu amigo. No confíes.
Anna and I spend our nights out here, trying to find all the constellations.
Hasta que te cagó con tu amigo. No confíes. Nadie se metió por acá. La peor parte.
This place was tossed. Maybe looking for something. Anna's not having a great day. Focus on her before you go into detective mode.
No. No.
Sam. Tell me what you found.
I'm sorry. It's what you were afraid of.
No le quería contar.
Oh no. But why? Why would someone... Why did they... What... Oh, Nick.
She needs you, buddy.
No,
Needs me?
no.
I don't even think she knows I'm here. What am I supposed to do? Something. Anything. It's the thought, the effort.
Nada.
Get her a drink. Just show her you're here.
No, a la
I'm
mierda.
not sure how a drink will make her feel better about murders and break-ins. But I guess I've heard worse ideas.
Siempre de mierda.
She kept the drinks in the kitchen, in one of the pantries.
Anna has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough.
Sam, what are you doing? Sam, what are you doing? I called for dinner like a dozen times. It's gonna get cold. I am not your mom, you know. Working on an article is no reason to ignore basic politeness, Sam.
¿Qué le pasa a este
Fine.
weón?
You can eat your dinner cold for all I care. I'm done waiting for you.
Cheesy action movies, dark thrillers, and human rights. The melting pot of Anna. This feels like the only part of the house I recognize. Whatever punk broke in here wrecked it.
Buen parlante, ¿eh? Buen parlante.
There. I don't think she ever forgave me for saying I didn't think they sounded better. Making a drink for Anna would be a good way to show her you're here for her. She normally keeps some drinks in the pantry. It's been a while, Sam. Things have changed around here. You feel like looking at old keepsakes? No. No drinks in here. She's not gonna want something cold. Always said cold drinks are for parties.
Puta que güey.
Who takes the time to have a drink in the middle of a break-in?
Supieran la cantidad de cosas que se hacen mientras... Qué hija de la gran...
Finally, there. I know you want to help her by finding out what happened.
Right now, though, stay focused on Anna. She needs to know she's not alone.
Es que no quiero. No quiero. Juego de mierda. Dame la oportunidad de elegir. No quiero estar ahí. No me interesa. No vale la pena.
I've never even had my car broken into. It's hard to imagine how she feels.
¿Por qué no puedo hablar? Ya, porque tengo que llevar alcohol. Cierto.
Don't go diving into your own head just yet. Stay here in the moment with Anna.
¿Pero dónde saco alcohol, weón?
She's not gonna want something cold. Always said cold drinks are for parties.
¿Pero dónde tiene? Acá.
Ah, here's where she keeps the drinks.
Nada de alcohol, weón.
On the bright side, I don't think it's possible to make her feel worse. You're not helping. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. Thanks. What are you waiting for? Bring it to her already. Chocolate helps everyone feel better.
That's sweet. I'd assumed you'd already gone to look around and, I don't know, think. This is just so fucked. Nick? My house?
Sam, you should distract her. Get her talking or thinking about anything else.
My stuff, everything is trashed. Is this like the worst coincidence? Or is it related to Nick's death?
You're not alone. Here, have a drink. It'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's helping a bit.
Well, ya morí.
Hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, I just kind of lost it for a second there.
Todo el mundo le pasa. A todo el mundo.
I mean, careful, Sam. You know you can be indelicate. She needs your support right now.
I mean, it hasn't been an easy week, you know? And I've got the feeling it isn't over yet.
She needs support. Something solid. Tell me about it. I should have stayed back in Connecticut. This town doesn't want me here. Coming back, facing all that aggression, being covered in blood, possibly accused of murder.
Did you really have to make it about you?
Sí.
I know this hasn't been easy for you either. This all sucks. I'm just so... This whole thing is a mess. But honestly, it's been a mess for a while. Like, everything was fine, you know? Nick moved in, it was nice, but lately he just closed himself off. He'd been gone most nights, at the bar or the fishing shack, come home late, refusing to talk about his work. It got unbearable. It was almost like I was living with you all over again.
Entonces le tuvo la
It
culpable.
doesn't feel good, but she needs to get this off her chest. Don't be too harsh on her. There was no need to go for the throat, Anna.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I don't know why I said it. It's just having you in the house, it's bringing back a lot of things. We had a good time. So many memories here, both bad and great.
We did have a good time, yeah.
But then came Dad's accident. The mine investigation. Your proposal. I still feel horrible about how it all happened. But you understand why I said no, right?
I wasn't the one you really needed. You wanted someone like Nick, didn't you?
Of course not. I chose you at the time, and I'd never take it back. That's not why I said no. You knew I didn't want to get married.
No quiero escuchar esa mierda.
I told you before, I never liked the idea. Never wanted a ring. When you asked, I just thought I was with someone who didn't know me. That terrified me. And then it ended so abruptly, you and I. I don't think I ever took the time to really process what happened.
Claro, ahora que necesitáis
I wonder if
apoyo.
it would have ended the same way with Nick. If my relationship with him was as doomed as my relationship with you. The way Nick closed himself off to me the last few weeks.
Atraes el mismo patrón.
Maybe it's just me.
Efectivamente.
Maybe I can't bear to live with someone, to truly share my life, to make
Efectivamente.
compromises and all that.
Efectivamente. Se eligen los patrones transgeneracionales. Siempre las mismas personas.
I'm not Nick. Stop comparing us. He may have been your boyfriend, but Nick was my best friend since we were kids. This is hard for
Muy
me
bien.
too, you know? I know you didn't mean it like that. Just calm down, Sam. If you start spiraling now, this isn't gonna end well. Just, he was my best friend. It still hurts.
It doesn't matter anyway now, does it? He's dead, and whatever we had is done. And we're on our own if we're gonna find out who killed him. I'm not backing down from this, no matter what we find. What about you?
Yeah, I mean... With what happened with Dennis, the police are gonna start looking for me. I need to clear my name, and Nick's murder is the key to that.
I thought you really cared about Nick. Or... But no. Sam Higgs still can't think of anyone but himself.
Nick was my friend, but that doesn't mean I'm not scared about what happens to me.
I know that. Shit. I want to hurt whoever hurt him so badly. I have to find out who did this, and I'll need your help. I have it, right?
Yes. I need to get to the bottom of this as much as you do.
Can you take a look upstairs? I still need a moment. Let me make sure I'm done crying and all that.
Ya de paso
Take
te
your time.
matáis.
I'll tell you if anything's
Te
wrong.
vaya a la mierda.
Thanks, Sam.
Oh, qué miserable.
I remember taking this photo. God, seeing it like this. It's not what Anna needed. The door is closed. Huh. She never used to lock it.
En aquellos días.
It looks like Joan's using this room now. Anna must have been letting her use it when she stayed over. Got the A, corrected the teacher, but still forgot the date.
Come on, work, you piece of junk! I know you're awake.
No, I'm not.
Then how are you talking?
I'm a celebrated sleep talker.
Come on, get up. I need your help.
Did you try rebooting it? That's honestly all I got.
I have tried that. If I don't get this done by noon, Walter won't run the article. What do I do?
Okay. Let me see it.
Thank you. I just won't respond to anything. Do you want a back rub while you work?
As your hero, it's the least you could do.
I'll do more than that, my white knight.
Oh, you will, my princess of the typefaces.
Of course. When you fix it.
Qué mierda.
Not your standard thief. Too destructive. Maybe trying to send a message? This used to be her old bed. First thing she bought when she settled in. Why is it so dark in here? This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was.
¿Por qué no puedo pasar? A ver.
Huh? Is someone downloading something off Nick's laptop?
Ah, mierda.
Sam! Sam! Who was that? Sam! Are you okay?
I think whoever trashed your house just trashed me.
Can you stand?
Yeah. The headache isn't as bad as the one I had this morning.
I couldn't get a good look at them. They just sprinted out of the house, and I heard some weird, loud engine drive off.
Well, whoever it was, they were dumping data off Nick's computer. I must have interrupted them.
There's no trace of whatever he took. What do we even do now?
We need Nick's backups, if he has any. Did he ever do anything like that? Boxes in the attic, files to the cloud, another computer? Did he have anywhere besides here and the basswood jungle he kept things?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't.
No tenía
Actually,
idea.
over the last few months, remember I mentioned Nick has been going out a lot to that old fishing shack his family owns.
I know the one. I went there with Nick and Bug a few times.
He went mostly in the evenings. Most nights, really. Said he was night fishing.
But if he was secretly using it as a second office...
It'd be worth taking a look.
Hello? Yeah? Your father called. Said there'd been a break-in?
Couldn't they have gotten here 2 minutes ago? They'll arrest me if they found Dennis's body.
You go out the back. I'll talk to Bess and keep her busy.
If you're sure, I'll go to the fishing shack. It sounds like if Nick was hiding something, it might be there.
I'm starting to get worried.
Sorry! I was just in the bathroom. Be right out. Go.
Nick's fishing shack. Lot of memories here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?
Bueno, quería dar vuelta la vuelta.
Bug?
Muley? How did you... Does my mom know?
Does your mom know what? What is this?
Mom doesn't know. Good. I've decided to leave town.
Bug, this is not a good idea.
I've got food for 5 days. I'll hitchhike and bike down to Virginia.
Do you have any idea how far that is?
About 80 miles to get down to my Aunt Lisa. My mom hates her. Don't try to stop me.
You can't leave like this. Not without telling anyone.
Oh, yeah? Why not? That's what you did.
She's serious about this. Careful, Sam. This is not a drill. Maybe try to bring up her mother again. Is there something wrong with your mom?
No, I'm running away because things are so great. Plus, I know what she'll say. Calm down, think of the common good. She doesn't do anything, just sits around, takes her back pain pills, and stares at the TV like a lump.
Well, that was a miss. When it comes to this kid, your instinct is better than mine. The mother, though, we should have a talk with her later.
Look, I'm not a child anymore. I'm not asking for your permission. There's nothing for me here.
I'm here now, Bug. I have your back. I promised you I would look into your father's death, and I'm doing it. I'm here now, Bug. Listening. I was there in the parking lot, listening.
Yeah, well, but you're just gonna leave again another 2 years? Forever? I think I'm done depending on others. My dad I could rely on, but he's gone. There's nothing else for me around here.
I was wrong yesterday. She's not in denial. She's scared.
Something terrible happened to him, but no one listens to me. No one cares.
I care. I believe you, and I'm investigating like you asked.
I know. People at the wake got upset at you over it.
Yeah. They did not like me bringing that up. But Nick was my friend. I want to know what happened to him. I care about that, but I also care about keeping you safe.
I know you're doing your best. It's just this town, you know? It just feels like it grinds you down. It's choking me, and I need fresh air. I need someplace I can think, not here.
Sounds like Basswood really failed this kid.
I mean, what am I supposed to do tomorrow? Or the day after? In 10 years?
You ever consider journalism? You have a mind for investigation.
Isn't it kinda dying?
Yeah, that's what makes it beautiful. Fighting to bring people truth in a world that doesn't care about it.
Kinda sounds like you really want to be a journalist. Look, I don't know if you're trying to make me stay, or make me into you, or my father. You're just telling me what I want to hear, or what you think I want to hear. I just want the truth, for once, from someone. I'm wasting my time here with you.
Bug.
Don't touch me! I'm sick of you, I'm sick of this town, and so I'm going, and you can't stop me.
Sam, we have to do something. She just wants honesty. She doesn't care about bullshit. I can relate to that. I'll tell her what we found out about Nick's death. You can't do that. You're the adult. She's the child. Do you want her to start looking for the people who killed her father by herself? Do the responsible thing. Make her stay. It's for her own good. You were right, Bug. Your father didn't die in that crash. Someone killed him and covered it up. Made it look like an accident. Now, I don't know who did it yet or why. That's why I came here. That was maybe too much, Sam. She's a kid.
I was right?
You were right. I need you to not tell anyone, though.
I won't. I won't tell anyone. Not even my
And I
mom.
need you to stay at home.
I will. I'm gonna go home right now. Thank you, Sam.
I don't know if that was a good idea. Me neither. But hey, it worked. Now that I've kept your daughter from skipping town, let's see if you've kept anything hidden out here, Nick. He always kept his favorite rod in this special ready-to-go bag to protect it. Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend. Locked. Nick always kept a spare key. It'd be somewhere out of Bug's reach. Don't see the keys. Don't see the keys. It was probably too obvious a spot. Nothing here. Probably too high and hard to get at anyway. No keys. It's also not the best place if you wanted them to stay hidden. We used to talk about how hunting was cruel. How much did you change, Nick? Joan always liked bugs. Back when Nick and Kathy were college sweethearts. Clearly Bug was there too. What a fishy hiding spot, Nick. Always did love your cliches. prescription for opioids with Kathy's name on it? These are pretty heavy-duty painkillers. Very addictive. Joan wasn't just acting up. Kathy has a problem.
Sí, tiene problemas.
Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Una pequeña comunidad cuida de quienes están cayéndose del sistema. Mira. Estoy entrevistando a Tyler, un hombre de pocas palabras, de unos 25 años cubierto de tatuajes. Y le pregunto sobre el lugar que vive y el motivo de su presencia en él. Hace tanto frío que creo que debería haber traído otra chaqueta. Sin embargo, el temblor de sus manos no es por el clima. Acaba de tener su séptica más recaída. A la segunda perdió su novia, a la cuarta su familia. A la siguiente intentó robar el caso de sus padres, pero su padre casi lo mata de una paliza. Bueno.
An article by Anna about a place called the Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood. Looks like some kind of reminder Nick left for himself. A reminder of what?
Oruga.
Like many people, Nick kept a few guns, but never at home and always locked up. It has to be the same D he was talking to in his emails. All right. I think I went through everything here. Now, this record is fraudulent. Nick stretched his fish to beat mine. Whoever killed Nick, I probably know him. Grew up with them. Even if you don't know them, they know you. Nick, Dennis, gone. A stone-cold killer walks the streets of Basswood. Things like this can really make you feel isolated, make you realize that at the end of the day, you're in this alone. This is either new or Nick was really distracted. He usually fixed everything. I remember teaching Bug how to roast marshmallows. Hers turned out great. Mine were always burnt.
¿Qué me falta?
You know, fishing's a lot like life. Practice, patience, and perseverance hooks you the big one.
Dad, not everything is a life lesson.
Actually, I was talking to Muley here.
Oh, that's fine. He's got a lot to learn.
You know, I'm better at fishing and life than you are.
Whatever you say, Muley.
Aw, worms are so cute.
You sure are, Bug. Can you hook me another one? Can't catch a fish without bait.
I don't want to hurt it.
Come on, it's just a worm.
Here, Bug, just hand them over and I'll bait it.
No! I'd be an accomplice then.
Don't worry about it. The point of fishing isn't to catch anything anyways.
¿Quién será?
This is where he kept the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here? He always kept it separate. Tell a 3-year-old kid about tardigrade man, and this is what happens. Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it. Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it. If Nick kept this, it means it's important. Just have to figure out why. If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive. An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood. Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Hay algo que no estoy viendo.
Man, bugs certainly grew up faster than I realized.
Hay algo que me falta. No sé muy bien qué puede ser.
I remember teaching Bug how to roast marshmallows. Hers turned out great. Mine were always burnt.
Ahora sí.
Nick, what were you hiding in this bag that's so important you had it locked up? Just gotta figure out the connection between Nick's note and this lock. Wrong combination. Knowing Nick, maybe he left a hint lying around the shack.
Sí, por acá. Acá la dejo. Ay, tengo que ver los colores del... A ver. Entonces el amarillo va para arriba, el rojo va para la derecha, para allá, el verde va para abajo y las pelotas van para la izquierda. Entonces, si yo veo el mono del... Esta foto, ahí me sale.
Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it.
Ya, entonces es derecha para abajo, izquierda, para la derecha y el amarillo para arriba. Vamos a ver si funciona. Derecha, abajo, izquierda, derecha, arriba.
Let's see what we have here. That's a lot of cash. More than Nick could make in a decade. Nick was gathering at the cove, and that's how he found his informant, Dee. It's the person he met the night he died. I just need to figure out who it is. It doesn't match. Nothing suggests that this is Dee. I don't think this is Dee either. Richard, aka Dickie, aka Dee. Looks like I found who I was looking for. So that's what it was. Nick suspected a drug ring flourished here in Basswood after the mine closed. He had an informant, Dickie. Probably a low-level drug dealer, and he also had a lot of cash on hand. More than a reporter should. Dickie set up a meeting with Nick, and now Nick's dead. Dickie may be the only person who knows what really happened. I need to find him. He lives at this place, The Cove. Or he did. Anna wrote that article on it. She has to know where it is.
No confío en ti, Ana, lo siento.